Hi, thanks for checking out this video. So I've been listening to Conception by George Shearing a little bit. There's a few good recordings on YouTube. One Bud Powell, Kurt Rosenwinkel, and some other recordings. There's one with George Shearing. So really interesting chord progression. I like the tune a lot, and has a great melody. And I'm probably going to put together a video on just the melody at some point here. But today I just thought we'd look at the chord progression. So our first chord, so this is in D flat. We have the E flat minor 7 flat 5. It's kind of half diminished chord. Okay, so this is a good chord shape, but there are other shapes. Okay, so that's the 2 chord. And then we're going to the A flat 7. So I'll put a flat 9 in there too. So you could come from E flat half diminished to E flat fully diminished, and let the bassist play the E flat. That gives a nice smooth transition. You can do that with all the inversions of E flat moving into a diminished chord. So that's one kind of interesting thing about the 2/5 with the half diminished going to the dominant chord. Okay, and then the tune goes to 1. So we have 2/5 to 1. We have a D flat major 7. Okay, so nothing too unusual there. 2, 5 to 1. Next up, it gets a little interesting. We go into a B minor 7 flat 5. Or sorry, B minor 7 rather. B minor 7. Okay, so we have this, and then to the A major. All right, so I'll play the major 7. So that's a flat 7 minor, and then a flat 6 major chord. And then we're going to move from here down a half step to the A flat major 7. So it's a 5, but rather than a A flat 7 in the key of D flat, we have the A flat major 7. Okay. All right, so then let's just go over what we've got. So if you kind of look at it from maybe from up here, right, E flat to A flat 7, D flat. These 2 chords really kind of step away from the D flat. So you get this. And then you get something kind of similar, but a a little closer to D flat once we get to A flat. All right, so this is just a really nice change and really pretty fun to solo over there. One thing that you could try to do once you get to D flat, you might try a pentatonic scale and then just shift that pentatonic scale up a half step when you get to B. So that's something you could try. Okay, to just kind of work with that. But anyway, I'm not going to get too far into improvising on this talk, so just kind of focus on the chord changes. Okay, so next up we have A flat minor 7. Okay, and so this is the minor 5. Okay, and it's functioning kind of as a 2. And we're going to go to the D flat. D flat 7. I had put a 9 in there. Right? So that's the 1 chord, but it's kind of functioning as a 5 chord, 5 of 4. In this case, the 4 is dominant. Or a 7th chord. Okay, so we've got that. Let's move up here. Got a little space. So then we're moving from the 4 to the 3. It's also a F7, G flat 7, F7. Okay, so that's just shifting down a half step there. So one kind of interesting thing that you can do on guitar is obviously you can work with a shape and just play that basic area, the same shapes, but just move down a half step. But you could also try going up the neck as the chords are going downward. Okay, so for example, you could play. Okay, so here, I'm thinking more these kinds of shapes, and then up here, moving to this kind of shape. So you get a different shape. And then you can just kind of go counter to the way that the harmony is going. So yeah. Okay, so just a little idea. All right, now we go to B flat. So B flat is the minor 6 chord. Okay, but in this case we're going to play a 7th chord. So B flat 7. Okay, and here we're just going to move down half steps. That is the 6. A is the flat 6. A flat is the 5. G is the sharp 4. Okay, and then we're moving into F sharp minor. So this is the 4 chord in minor. And here we're kind of functioning as a 2, 5. We're going to have a 2, 5 to 1 to 4 relative to E flat. But it's going to be the 4, flat 7, flat 3, flat 6 in our home key. Okay, so we have the F sharp minor, and then we have the B. B7. And as we talked about, we have the E major 7. I'm including a 9 in there. And then the A major 7. Okay. And then we're going back to the 2, 5, and 1. So I'll write those out. So E flat minor 7. Including a 9 here. Going to the A flat 7. I'm including a 13 there. Okay, and then to the D flat. Major 7. I'm including a 9 there. All right, so that's the A section. Now that will all be kind of repeated. And then we're going to go to the bridge. So we have root note starts on F sharp minor. So we have F sharp minor 7. And then we're going to B. We've got B altered. Okay, so we can play something like this. Anything that has altered tones relative to B. Okay, and then we get to the E. E major 7. And so now we have, we're going to kind of walk up by step in E here for a moment. So the E, we have E, then we have F sharp minor. So the 2 in E, the 4 in D flat. Okay, and then we're going to have G sharp, minor 7, or A flat minor 7. And then here we're going to go through a series of 2 5s. So A flat minor 7, this will function like a 2, and it'll go to the D flat 7 chord. Okay, and relative to D flat, that is 5 and 1. Okay, and then we're going to the G minor 7. I'm going to have another 2-5 here. G minor 7 to C7. So that is a sharp 4 to 7. But again, kind of looking like a 2-5. So there we have the C7. Okay. All right. And then we're going to have another 2-5. This time, F sharp minor, okay, which is, again, this is a 4 chord. Going to the flat 7 chord, functioning as 2-5. So there's the B7. Okay, and then we're going to have our last 2-5 for the bridge. We'll have E minor 7. And then we'll have A7. So relative to D flat, that's the flat 3, the flat 6. Okay. All right, so that's kind of the progression. I went over A, I went over B. The form is A, B, A. And so a lot of opportunity to study things and work at playing through this progression, but you could also apply segments of this progression to superimpose on other tunes that may not even have this progression. So to get really kind of and a little bit of an outside sound. So really great tune. I'm looking forward to doing the melody video. So be sure to check that out. And let me know if you have any more questions. So I'm experimenting a little bit with some formats. I'm having a little trouble live streaming. So the original intention of this video is to do a live stream, but I think it'll get there. I just have to work on some hardware issues or get up to date with some of my components here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it. And let me know if you have any questions or need any more help with it. So thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great practice session.